Ladies, it's a no makeup day today because I want to talk to you about putting yourself out there. So I am going to put myself out there by coming to you with no makeup on. That may seem like a really small thing or a really simple thing, but as I've been with Jamberry for a year and a half now, and I've talked with so many people who really want to go far with Jamberry, there are a couple of things that have really stood out to me. First is, are you willing to put yourself out there? When it comes to Jamberry, this is something that we sell because we're excited people, we're excited about the product, and we actually like interacting with others. Now, there are introverts on this team, and what those introverts who are successful have in common is that they love Jamberry. So even though they're introverts, they can't help talking about something that they really enjoy. So they still look for their own ways to share that. For me, I'm an extroverted person. I like talking to people, so I naturally want to share something that I'm really excited about. That being said, I still have to put myself out there. I still get nervous just like anybody else. So what I've had to do is I've had to practice some things. I've had to make sure that I have something really concise and specific that I'm going to say to somebody who mentions my nails. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. So the first one is inspired by an experience that I was reminded of today. When we were at the executive retreat in Orlando, a group of us went shopping, and we went to this great little store called Charming Charlie's, which I'd never been to before, and a lot of you guys probably have been, and it was really fun. And when I was checking out, the lady who was taking my payment said, "Oh my gosh, I love your nails. Did you do those yourself?" So I've gone through this over and over in my mind. What can I say that I can immediately recall? I can look them in the eye, I can show them my nails, and it's going to be short enough that it's going to keep them engaged. So I immediately put my hands out there and I said, "Oh, thanks so much. You know, I did do them myself. They're called Jamberry. Have you ever heard of them?" And of course she said no. And even if she'd said, "Oh yeah, maybe," then I still would have said the same thing. I said, "Well, they're nail wraps that you apply yourself at home. They're super affordable, way less expensive than a traditional manicure, and they last for 2 weeks. This is my manicure after almost a week." And then I say, "Let me give you a business card, and I love to send people Jamberries to try for the first time. So I promise I won't bug you. If you just shoot me an email, then I'll send you a half a sheet, and half a sheet is going to be enough to do a manicure and a pedicure, and you can see if you like them." So then the lady next to her, who's at the register next to her, said, "Oh yeah, I've heard of those. Are those nail stickers?" And of course, my gut reaction was to go, "No, they're not nail stickers," but I didn't do that. I said, "Well, kind of yes and kind of no." So they have a non-toxic adhesive on the back that allow them to adhere to your nail without damaging the nail. So you take them off with olive oil or coconut oil. They don't damage your nail like acrylics. So that led to another conversation, and another girl that I was shopping with gave that person a business card. So a couple days ago, the girl that was checking me out emailed me and said, "Hey, I met you at Charming Charlie's, and if it's still okay, I would love to have a sample to try." And I said, "Oh, of course, I'd love to send you some." And she said, "You know, my sister is really excited about trying them too. Will there be enough for both of us to try them?" And so instead of thinking, "Oh no, I don't want to have to send more and spend the money to do that," I immediately said, "Of course, I'll just send enough for both of you to give them a try." So I posted earlier today about what I sent her, and you can find the pictures in the Files tab. We're going to start a file for ideas for sample packets, hostess packets, and just other things that you should be doing when you send people a prize, which I'm going to talk about next. So I sent her a full sheet, which is way more than she was expecting, but that's because I want her to open this up and go, "Wow, this is jamazing." I want her to have a great experience and be really excited. I sent her a handwritten note telling her how much I enjoyed meeting her, and that I sent her enough that she and her sister would be able to do at least one manicure, at least one pedicure. And then I don't know if you've noticed, but on the workstation now, there's an applications button that people can push that not only has the printed application instructions, but it has the video at the bottom. So I was able to put my web address, and I said, "Make sure that you go to hnewsome.jamberrynails.net and click on applying your nails. So instead of what I used to do, which was tell them to Google official Jamboree Nails application video, I'm actually able to direct her to my website right away for her to get the application video. And I stressed in there that it's super important. And then I told her that I'll be following up with her in a couple days to make sure that she received them and to see if she had any questions about her application. I also included a host join brochure, a catalog, and 2 sheets of samples. So I put in the card that I've also included some accent sheets in case she and her sister want to do accent nails or if they want to share them with friends. But in my mind, what I'm thinking is, they're going to host a party. They're going to love this product. So I'm already going to have samples in their hands so that it's really easy to just go ahead and start a Facebook party for them and maybe even recruit them. The second way that you put yourself out there is when you have a party. Ladies, I cannot emphasize this enough. Be generous in your parties. Do not be stingy. There's a couple of things that you need to think about. You have a business. You actually own your own business with Jamberry, and I'm sure that you've all heard the expression, it takes money to make money. I am not suggesting that you spend a ton of money getting your business off the ground, but when we're talking about prizes in Facebook parties, always err on the side of giving out more prizes. I recently, as in a couple of days ago, had a party close with 0 sales. I had 1 person besides the hostess participate in games. So 0 sales, I made 0 money off of this. I want to turn that into something where I'm actually turning a profit and getting future Jamboree customers. So I still gave away a prize. I posted a thank you for partying with us. You've been so much fun. And I hope that you've enjoyed the party as much as I have. If you want to get free jams, then you can host your own party, message me for details. And then I still posted a big winner post. And it was the 1 person who participated because she was the only person who earned any entries. Of course I want her to get a free sheet. I want to have any opportunity that I can to continue to have a dialogue with somebody who's shown some interest in jams. And then, of course, I will offer something to my hostess for working her party and hosting for me. Those are tax deductions, and ultimately they lead to future sales, future parties, and future recruits. So that's another way that you put yourself out there, is you continue communicating with people and you be excited. Don't be stingy giving away half sheets. Accent nails, sample sheets, those are great to send people, but they just don't give them a full Jamboree experience. So the last thing that I want to talk about is if somebody has a bad experience with their jams. This is going to happen every once in a while. I had somebody who was super excited. It took me, oh my gosh, a year to get this person to try Jamberries, and I was so excited that she finally decided to try them. I sent her a half sheet. She loved them. She messaged me saying, oh my gosh, I love these. I can't believe how good they look on me. How do I get a Facebook party started? So I thought we were all set to get a Facebook party started. And then she messaged me when I was trying to get her to go ahead and invite people to her Facebook party that she'd taken them off and had some damage to her nails, even though she used the general removal process. 2 things about this. Number 1, it's partly my fault, because normally when somebody gets reps from me, I send them application tips and tricks, and that includes the gentle removal process that I recommend to people, which is using olive oil or using coconut oil to remove their jams. Because we had just been chatting back and forth on Facebook, I'd sent her the application video, but I hadn't followed through with sending her what I consider to be the best removal process. So I apologized to her, and then I also told her what we know from multiple people talking to dermatologists and from other research that a lot of us have done, that nail damage is, number 1, temporary, and your nails are dead tissue. They're not going to heal, just like your hair. If you cut your hair, it doesn't heal. It just has to grow back out again. The same thing with your nails. So it's really a personal preference cosmetic issue. It's not an actual long-term health issue. And then the other thing that I told her is that her Jamboree nails will actually help protect her nails while that damage grows out, just so that she knows that while it's growing out, she shouldn't expect to see an improvement in the part that is already damaged. So I asked her if she would like me to send her a full sheet that she can wear while she's growing them out. And that way she'll have the opportunity to gently remove them using olive oil or coconut oil and see how healthy the new nail growth is. That was perfect. That was what she needed, and I was able to get those in the mail to her today. And hopefully through that, I'm going to be able to continue to rebuild that, and she'll be as excited about her jams as she was to begin with. With all of that, let me just say that I know that we're all at different points in our business. I started out with the assumption that I was going to be spending more than I was going to be making for the first 3 months once I really decided that this was going to be a business opportunity for me instead of something just to be done for fun. That being said, not everybody is in a position to do that. And while I didn't spend hundreds of dollars, I placed at least one buy 3 get 1 free order for myself every month that I was then able to do giveaways and send half sheets to people who were interested in trying jams. If you're not there yet, that's okay. The beauty of Jamberry is that we have this amazing team of women who are here to help you. And every single one of you has a team manager who has half sheets that they're going to be willing to share with you. So don't let that stop you from booking parties and sending half sheets to hostesses or sending out prizes. Be willing to ask your team manager for help with those things. And if they're not able to help you, they know who to ask. They're going to ask up. I've been at this long enough that I have stacks and stacks and stacks of half sheets and full sheets that I'm more than happy to share to help you build your business. Hope that you guys are having a great day.